What's up, Cursed Man here, back again to do another video for you guys. This is my second entry for Gare's second contest. Gare, if you don't know him like I do, is 1zangelique on YouTube. Um, this is for his movie Magic Mesmerize Me contest, and like I said, he wants you to pick which Anne Rice book you would choose to be a movie or a TV show or whatnot, and he wants you to tell who you would want to direct it and play which characters, so on and so forth. So, as I said in my last video for his comic book contest, I haven't had a chance to read a lot of her stuff. I've read some of the Lestat stuff and like that, the vampire stuff. But there's so many vampire movies and that kind of stuff out there, so I have not personally read this book that I chose, so I don't know if that's cheating. I hope not. But my wife has read it, and she's told me all about it. Every night after she'd read a certain amount, she would tell me everything about it. So, and it seemed pretty intriguing. This book that I chose is definitely not for someone who is not of age or doesn't have their parents' permission to read this book, because it is a very adult-oriented book. Um, but I could see it being I'll go ahead and say this part. My choice of book, I don't want it to be a movie. I want it to be like a HBO series, you could say, like Game of Thrones or Boardwalk Empire, any of that kind of stuff. I want it to be on HBO so they can do what they want to with it, nudity and that kind of stuff. And being the book that I chose, they're definitely not that nudity. So go ahead and show you the book I chose, and I got to cover up this part because there's some nudity on this book cover. But the book I chose is The Claiming of Sleeping Beauty by Anne Rice, and she wrote this under her pseudonym, pen name, as A.N. Roquelaire. I could be saying that wrong, and I really apologize. And if I'm butchering your pen name, but Southern guy from Alabama, that's the best I can do. So, but anyways, yeah. So this is the book I chose, and I'm not gonna keep holding it up because I don't want to have to keep my hand on this woman's boob the whole time I'm talking to you guys. So, like I said, I haven't read the book, but my wife's told me tons about it, and we thought long and hard about the characters who we would want to play the parts in this book. There are four main characters, I would say, that she has spoke to me about, and the first one, Beauty, of course, Sleeping Beauty. I would choose Amanda Seyfried to play that part, just because anytime you thought of the Disney character Sleeping Beauty, she's a blonde, real pretty girl, and I'm sure there's plenty of other blonde girls out there that I could have picked or whatever, but just something about her. She has kind of those doughy eyes that kind of remind you of like a damn Disney character, so I chose her, and she's pretty hot. So with all the nude scenes, I could stand checking her out nude the whole time. So yeah, I'm just being honest. The second character is the Prince, and at first I'll say Christian Bale, just because this Prince is like, he's kind of like a creep, and he's kind of got to be really I don't know, like really sexual at the same time. But I got to talking with my wife about it, and she was like, I don't know about him. So another person hit me right off the bat from Game of Thrones, actor named Jason Momoa. I'm probably destroying his name too. He's from Hawaii. Momoa is probably how you say it. It's being from Hawaii. He played the part of the Targaryen prince in Game of Thrones. So if you want to look him up, Jason Momoa, he's really huge, dark skin, long black hair, big massive guy. So I don't want to go into the whole story just in case people have never read this book, but he kind of just takes Sleeping Beauty as he wants to and does what he wants to with her. The next character I chose to pick a person for would be the Queen, and this too was another character that had to kind of think long and hard about figuring who we would pick, and I named off a few names. Um, I can't think of who it was I picked the first. Julianne Moore was one name I picked. I threw out there. I think she's a very beautiful lady, but she just really doesn't have that dark side to her that I can really remember in any other shows or movies. And the second one I picked was a lady that was already a queen in the Snow White and the Huntsman. It was Charlize Theron. And to me, it's just like they kind of had to paint her up to make her look older, so she kind of still didn't fall into that category. And so we got to looking and thinking, and finally came up with Gina Gershon, and she's played some like kind of risque roles in the past before, anyway. So figured, she wouldn't have a problem doing that if they were approached her with this type of you know show to be on. Because the Queen also has some very sexual and dirty parts in it too. So you got to find people that are willing to act out these roles. And I'm not hell, Amanda Seyfried may not, but that one movie she did with the shit, I can't remember, Liam Nielsen I think is who it was, and Julianne Moore was in there also. She played some pretty risque parts in that, so I don't think she'd have any trouble with this. But anyways, Gina Gershon I think would do a good job as the Queen. And the last character we had to pick was Prince Alexei, and he was kind of like a servant, but he was a prince also. He was, I guess, the servant to the main prince. And for this part, I had to pick like somebody that would be pleasing to the eye, but then again, they would have to be somebody that's kind of got a not as masculine as Jason Momoa. So, you know, not necessarily feminine, but just somebody not as rough cut as like the main Prince character. So I chose Michael Pitt, and this guy I really liked a lot because I first remember Michael Pitt from the movie Funny Games, and he was just excellent in that movie, and just really, dark and creepy, and this character Prince Alexei pretty much got to be able to, submit itself to a lot of crazy shit in this book. So, um, and I've also seen him in Boardwalk Empire, the HBO series, where he played an excellent role. He totally flipped it around where he was a tough guy. So, he can really play the part well. So that's my main characters. That's my book. Um, Again, Gare, I appreciate you doing this contest. Um, I hope I didn't torture Anne's pen name too bad, but I really want to start reading more of her stuff. And when I saw that this was a werewolf book, it really got me interested because that's probably one of my favorite fictional characters there is, because wolves are just amazing creatures, and a werewolf to me is just something. People are always picking werewolves or vampires. I'd choose a werewolf all day. They don't live forever, but they're just badass. And they don't glitter or anything like that. So, but anyways, appreciate you doing the contest, buddy, and hope you get a lot of subs off this, and I hope you do many more contests and stuff. And I can't wait to eventually do some hangouts with you on live on air with us on the shows and all that. So make sure everybody that's watching this video go to his channel, give him a sub, 1zangelique. Make sure you sub him up and check out all his videos. He's awesome. Does great reviews and great comic book hauls and stuff like that, and great book reviews and movie reviews. Goes to his Facebook page. Check out his Facebook page, Movie Magic Mesmerize Me. It's really great. But that's going to be it for this video. Appreciate you guys watching. Sorry to spam your feed with all these videos, but I wanted to do them before I got too busy this weekend. Got a lot of stuff going on, so y'all make sure you check out our video Saturday night. We're doing a hangout with some Transformer stuff, so check that out. But talk to you guys later. Take it easy.